Let's say that you're watching us right now in an airport. You're waiting on your delayed flight. Would you be better off ditching the flight, finding another way to get to your Thanksgiving destination? Let's pose that question to our travel expert, Mark Murphy. He's in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. Mark, how about it? Should people at or on their way to the airport right now get out of there and head to the train station?
Yeah, I think it depends on how long your travel time is. If you're going to Florida, forget it. You have to wait. But if you're going within a 5-hour radius of travel time, I would absolutely take the train. I think that's the best way to travel on a day like today. Better yet, my best tip is never travel on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Just don't do it. But if you're already in for it, you're in for it.
If they decide not to fly, won't they lose the money they spent on the ticket?
No, see, right now it depends on each airline's policy. So on U.S. Air, you have to still travel and complete your travel by the 27th, but they won't hit you with a change fee or anything else because of the delays if you have to rebook. So my suggestion is get your sanity back, change your ticket, go out early tomorrow. Try to be on the first flight out tomorrow, and in doing so, you'll have a good chance of getting out, you'll have less stress, and you know what? The storm will be behind you. You can drive to the airport fairly safely. Right now, it's just a mess out there.
Speaking of driving, 46 million Americans are going to be driving 50 miles or more on this holiday weekend. For those people driving, should they wait until tomorrow morning, not try to brave the roads this evening?
Absolutely. I'd wait till tomorrow. As you just heard from Chad, the roads are icing up. I just drove into Philadelphia. The roads are still fine right now, but give it an hour or 2 hours, and as that temperature drops, the further inland you are, you're going to ice up, and then you hit these bridges. That's when you have these accidents. Why risk it? I mean, your loved ones want to see you. You will see them tomorrow, and you'll avoid the traffic and the mess and the snarls and potential accidents. I think it's crazy to leave today, especially given the conditions.
And Mark, what's the best way to check your flight's status for people who are not at the airport?
So one thing, you can go on to different websites. You can go on the FAA, the .gov website, the exact URL. I think FAA, fly.faa.gov. You might have to double check that. But if you search that, you can find it. It'll tell you what airports are having problems. Most specifically, look at your actual carrier's website and check your exact flight, because depending on where your flight's coming in and going out of, you may be delayed even though you're in an area where you're not seeing any of this weather. I mean, this weather's pretty much concentrated in the mid-Atlantic states on up to the Northeast. So if you're in Chicago, you probably think you're fine, but your flight might be delayed because of a ripple effect. And that's what you have to worry about when you're outside this actual area. And that's the best way to check.
And let me ask you, for those people who are planning their not only trips for this weekend, but also for Christmas break, winter break, whenever I buy a ticket, they always ask me if I want to buy trip insurance. Should I be clicking yes on that?
I don't think when you buy it on the website, it's very good. I've used it, I've tested it. It has never worked out for me personally, for that extra $5 to $7. However, if you're booking like a vacation package, you're going to Cancun for winter break like I'm going to be doing with my family, buy the insurance on the total package and make sure it's cancel for any reason insurance, because there's so many things with insurance that are fine print. We're seeing that in health insurance and everything else. Make sure you're covered, and make sure you've got somebody like a travel agent who can provide some advice on that. That's my best tip.
All right. Good tips, good advice. Mark, thank you as always. Coming up next.